There's something about Hawaii that feels different. The energy, the people, the connection with nature. It's the kind of place that makes you slow down, breathe, and see the world differently. But for me, this trip wasn't just about chasing sunsets or exploring beautiful landscapes. It was about stepping outside my comfort zone, about saying yes to something that absolutely terrified me. Because the truth is, fear has a way of holding us back. It convinces us that the unknown is dangerous, that pushing past our limits isn't worth the risk. But what if, just if, for once, we ignore that fear? What if we embrace the uncertainty instead of running from it? And that's exactly what I did. One crazy decision, one moment of hesitation, and before I knew it, I was there, floating in the deep ocean, surrounded by creatures I once feared. But let me take you back to how it really felt. I think it was quite a funny story because we were just hanging in the beach when João told me. For those who don't know, João is my boyfriend and also the person that always goes on these adventures with me. But João told me he wanted to swim with sharks. Like, I swam with sharks when I was younger in Mexico, I think, and it was fun. They were inside of a place, like a huge cage, and we were like swimming around them, but we were outside. But they were not really like just there swimming. they were they were in a place and it was 100% safe, I think. Anyway, I told him, yeah, sure, why not, it's fun, let's do it. So we went on Get Your Guide. I'm gonna drop the link below, so if you're going to Hawaii and you want to go ahead and swim with sharks, I'm gonna leave my link below. And yeah, so I was just looking for different activities and I found swimming with sharks, and I was like, well, there's a couple of activities that involve swimming with sharks. You have two different types of activities. One, you swim inside a cage. They drop you in a cage in the ocean and the sharks come around, and yeah, that's fun. I mean, but there's another one over here that says just, no cage. And João turned to me and he was like, well, that might be fun. I was like, yeah, sure. The only thing they ask for is to be experienced at snorkeling. I mean, we do snorkeling all the time in different oceans and seas and countries and continents. So I think we can say we know how to do snorkeling. So I guess we can go. And from that on, it was kind of a crazy adventure because I booked the trip, and then after like 10 minutes I received this email asking me to state that I was aware of the danger I was going to face. Like, I'm aware that sharks can bite. I'm aware that they are in the ocean and we are the ones invading them. And I know that accidents may happen and an emergency could take a while to come over because we would be in the middle of the ocean. I was not really aware of how deep in the ocean we would be. Okay, that's the first one. Anyway, so I got a little nervous, but I mean, right, if they sell it, it's gonna be fun, right? So we just went. And I was super nervous when we got on the boat. The people there were super, super nice, and they were kind of really, really funny. And I told them I was kind of nervous. It was really cool because they explained to us that we were going to go swim with sharks, but it was not like what you see on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. It was just like, it's different. Like right now it's very common, and I've seen those movies, and I bet you did too, of people just swimming with sharks and then touching them and they just go around. Yeah, they told us you don't do that. Hawaiians have this culture where they believe that animals might be our ancestors, so we don't touch them. Besides, the guy told me something really funny. He was like, well, you do not touch something that you don't want to touch you. I don't want a shark smelling me or touching me or biting me, so I don't touch them. So he told us all these things about, like if a shark is coming your way, just don't run because he's gonna swim faster than you. So just look him in the eyes, and it's a stare contest. If you don't stop looking, he will just go away. I didn't get a chance to try that. And I mean, that's okay by me. The most scary part of it was when I jumped to the ocean. Okay, that was really scary. I think I skipped a heartbeat because I was like, okay, no, I'm here. No, just looked up. And I started looking down, and there it was. There I saw it, my first shark, and I was just there, and it was really cool because it's really peaceful. I thought I was going to be really really scared, but no, it was really cool. I just, kind of just went with it, and then a couple of sharks come over. The guys that were with us, they were like 5 stars, 5 out of 5 stars. They were really cool. They kept us together and swimming. They kept us really safe, and I felt really safe with them. But I have some awesome pictures of some sharks, and that was really cool. Anyway, that was the experience of Hawaii. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about it because sometimes we skip some of these adventures because we're afraid or we've never thought of it. But I mean, if you have the chance to do something like that and you have to like the ocean and be a good swimmer because you're in the middle of the ocean, like a couple miles in. I didn't feel like I was not afraid of the sharks. I was more afraid of not seeing the bottom of the ocean because it's just, dark blue and you can't really, I don't know, it's just this thing where people are like that. You're afraid of what you can't see, of the unknown. So swimming with sharks was out of this world. I mean, it was really cool. I really had a lot of fun there. And like I said, I'm gonna drop the link so you can go ahead, and if you're going to Hawaii, you can book your trip because the guys over there were really cool. They were fun. They took pictures of us. They made movies, and it's really cool. So I advise you to go with them. Second thing I did, and was in the other island, because the guys on the boat told me that if I was going to the big island, I had to go swim with manta rays. And that was something I didn't even know about. They told me. I went on Get Your Guide again, and I kind of searched for it, and I found manta rays in Kona. Just looking, just watch them, and that's it. So it's a night activity. Also dropping my link below, so if you are over there and you want to try the manta ray, go ahead and book it. The links I'm leaving here today are links that help me continue this because I get paid for referrals. So if you're doing it, go ahead and help me out. I'll be very thanked to all of you. We go at night, which is not very difficult because at 6 or 5 it's already night time, but we went at 7. I will for sure tell you need a wetsuit because it gets kind of cold out there. I mean, it's not really cold, but you're going to be inside the water for like 30 minutes and there's no sun, so the water is not like really warm or anything. It's a very safe activity, not like the sharks. You're in shallow waters, not that you can touch the bottom, but you can see it. and you have these huge boards with these big lights that are there so you can hold the board. Actually, you have to hold the board and put your feet up so you don't kick the mantas. And then the board has this huge light on that attracts plankton, and the manta rays feed on plankton, and it's magical. Those animals are like gigantic, and when I say gigantic, I mean really, really, really huge, like the size of a truck, a Texas truck. So they are really huge, and it's really scary. I think I was more afraid of mantas, and they don't bite, than I was of sharks, because sharks were just there, swimming around, and mantas, they had this huge mouth that they would open, and then they would come over, and they would just be upside down towards the light, and they will pass through us like, whoa. And we'll just watch them, and it was magical. I saw those gigantic animals like this close to me. There was one time that, well, a couple of times, that if I just do that, I would definitely touch them, but we don't do that anyway. Anyway, it was really like an awesome experience to have, because, well, we don't get that opportunity a lot. I mean, I'm from Portugal. I live up in the mountains, so for me to be able to just enjoy anything that comes from the ocean, I'm down for, because I love the ocean. I think the ocean is a very beautiful place, full of beautiful animals and creatures. It was one of the most beautiful experience I had in my life. If you're in a place where you can do these type of activities, just go ahead and do it. And sometimes it's scary, but the outcome, it's amazing. And I had the best time over there in Hawaii, because I got to do these activities. And sometimes it's all about the experiences that you can have when you're abroad, like when you're traveling, because just going and not doing stuff kind of takes the magic away. So fear stops us from living the best moments of our lives. But sometimes all we need to do is take the leap. Would you ever swim with sharks? Let me know in the comments. And if this story inspired you, don't forget to like it and subscribe for more adventures. For me, I'll see you on my next one.